Hello everyone and welcome back. It's the last week before Diwali, and with all the settling in going on in this new city, I really wanted to kick in some festive vibes and change the overall aura of the house. Catching up on Rutvi's studies, house hunt, luggage opening. To be honest, there is just so much going on at the moment. But I, out of all, needed a good happy break from these worries and bring in some positivity. Knowing that Diwali was around the corner, I had packed my previous year Diwali elements separately and so brought that very carton from the luggage. Diwali is a time to splurge around, but this year I decided to spend just on some brassware and mandir items and nothing else. Rather, I decided to see how far can I go in decorating with whatever I had in hand. Among all the decor thoughts, I wanted to have a good mandir setup this year, along with lighting up the house with lights and bringing some freshness to this temporary home. So I started by visualizing this space to meet these very basic needs for my Diwali setup. Since it's a service apartment, I don't have the freedom to do a lot of things here. I can't change the theme of this place, I can't drill holes, I have no desired furniture or tabletops and no DIY supplies. And so, knowing these constraints and a few more, I thought I'll go easy with decoration, yet try to make it look pretty. Since I can't drill holes and need to fill the empty walls, I brought a masking tape and a double-sided tape to stick items around. Diwali has to begin with placing the lights. So I decided to place them around the window on the curtain rod to call it the beginning of my Diwali decor. I'll just place the lights as per my desire and leave the end installation for Karthik to do. Now was the time for the mandir setup. The TV area is the only readily available space where I can do some mandir setup. The time is going extremely busy for all of us to watch any TV, so this to me is an absolute dead space to utilize for better. I covered the TV with a dark color towel to avoid any reflections at the back. Onto this background, I placed my colorful sheer dupatta that can make the background base of the mandir wall. I will secure the dupatta and towel nicely around the TV with the help of safety pins. Now that the base canvas is ready, it was time to paint it with some creativity. And for that, I used Rutvi's net dupatta and tucked it just towards one side. Luckily, the contrast of both the dupattas were gelling well. To tuck them together, I used a safety pin, but also decided to use these rose-shaped hair accessories that I used during my brother's wedding. Anyways, I don't use them often, so finding another way to use them made me super proud. It's Diwali, and of course, lights become an integral part of every decor. So I place the lights in a manner that creates a beautiful partition between both the dupattas. Okay, now comes the table setup for placing mandir items and idols. As I told you, I don't have tabletop here, so I made use of this drying rack as a temporary setup. I know it might look weird, but I had only a few options in hand, so without putting too much brains into it, I decided to go with the flow. To fill the gaps, I used a thick blanket, and in the end, I covered everything with a white bed sheet. As mentioned earlier, I wasn't keen to buy any Diwali decoration, so I invested that money into buying some most awaited brassware. Every year during Diwali, I deliberately buy stuff from local vendors to promote their business as a Diwali bonus. Diyas, real flowers, brassware, and local handicrafts are a few ways we can help local shopkeepers bring in some good business that they look forward to the entire year. Few of them I had bought last year, and a few of them are my new finds, and I am very excited to style them this Diwali. To continue with the window decor, I hung the flower garland that I had bought last year. along with some additions to bring newness to this old garland, and also the remaining lights from last year. Since I don't have fancy candles or candle stands, I thought of doing a quick DIY and make some simple candles for one corner of the house. I had these empty cookie jars, so I'll just remove the label and clean them a bit. Once cleaned, I'll take some printed tissue paper and simply wrap the paper around these plastic jars. I use this transparent double-sided tape to stick both the ends together. And to give the candle effect, I'll use these battery-operated fairy lights, and the tissue will give a diffused candle effect to these jars. I'll quickly make another candle and keep both the jars ready. Now that I'm in a flow, I'll make another quick DIY candle. This time I'll use this glass and a palm leaf. I'll place the leaf inside the glass to take the measurement and cut the leaf small till the rim of the glass. Once done, I'll place the leaf inside the glass. I'm using a leaf. You can fill the glass with flowers, shells, or any decoration of your choice, and then fill it with water. Water gives a nice magnifying effect to any object placed inside. And lastly, put a floating tea light candle on top. I'll show you in a bit how beautiful these DIY candles look once clustered together. To amp up this side of the room, I again used another dupatta to add the color and brightness to this side. The masking tape came in very handy to give this dupatta a curtain look. And again, to tuck it to one side, I'll use the safety pin and masking tape and the same rose bun pin. Once the basic setup was done, I decided to do the decoration part the very next day with the help of some real flowers and plant foliage. The idea is to keep everything simple and quick. Considering other tasks in hand, I had a lot of time constraints. I started by making garlands because what is a Diwali without some marigold flowers? Towards the end, I stuck the ashok leaf with the help of a strong glue. Once all the garlands were ready, I stuck them together in a row to cover the blank and empty wall. Single leaf was looking a bit dull, so I added 2 ashok leaves together, which looked better to me. I then moved towards the Mandir setup. I picked up a few palm leaves to add to the side of this makeshift table. I stuck them together with the help of a safety pin, and this lifted up the whole look of this setup, segregating it well with the background. I had this old golden net which I used to cover the front of the table. I feel gold is a color of festivals, and adding these small details adds up to the overall decor. The masking tape came really handy and was very effective in sticking everything well. And to cover the tape, I used some leaves and flowers. I also made a small bunch with just leaves, which actually looked like a mini bouquet to hang to the empty corner of the background. And to add some color, I added the same rose bun pins. Backdrop was ready and it was time to place the idols. To highlight the idols, I made a mini halo with the palm leaves itself. Adding a halo was giving the setup a cohesive look. There is still time for Diwali, so I will just place the puja thali and other items nearby and keep things ready for the final Diwali day. I'll also add a dash of color with some flowers and floral garland. A mini light in the back side of the idols will give a good highlight. To sync in the overall look of the room, I'll use the same combination of brassware, palm leaves and some flowers on the top of this shoe rack to add to the festive feel. I feel that the basic elements are the best for a great foundation of any decor. All we need is some creativity to refresh things around. On the dining table, I'll use this old pen holder upside down to make a candle stand, and around it, I'll place the glass with flowers and a mini candle. And on the only side table, I will add the cluster of DIY candles that I created a day before, surrounded by some flowers. I'll fold the napkin inside of one DIY candle to give a different height to this setup. I'll light each one of them to show you all how beautiful this DIY setup will look in any corner of your house. Everything is done, and here you have a little before and after for some visual delight. I hope this video will help you in finding some ideas for your last minute Diwali decor. The video was primarily to give you all some will and encouragement to celebrate the festivity which will be gone in no time. Be it minimum decor or an elaborate one, I hope this season brings you all a lot of joy and happiness with your loved ones. On this note, wish you all a very happy and prosperous festive season. Subscribe to the channel as a festive gift for me, and join me on Instagram to have a peek into my festive celebrations. And I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay happy and stay connected.